Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. Welcome to your Aftermoon report. Oh, let me get my lights on. Let me find out. There we go. The light is on. Let there be light. Hello, Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. This is your Aftermoon report with Leah Chatterjee. If you have not followed me over from my blog, starsandspoons.com or Instagram, I am a tarot reader. I've been reading tarot since I was a teenager, in my late 30s now, so I've been reading tarot a long time, and I'm an astrology student and a Reiki student and a life student for life. And if you don't know, I tend to read specifically for people who are going through chronic illness, chronic depression, chronic anxiety, because I live with those things, and it's sometimes nice to hear astrology and tarot from that perspective. I think my readings can apply to everyone though, so stick around and see what messages come up for you. See if anything resonates. We are moving out of a new moon in Aries, which was not just your average new moon. It was also kind of a closure new moon. New moons are usually a new beginning. This one was a new beginning, but also the closing of a chapter for a lot of us. So, I want to just look at the energy that we're leaving behind and the energy we're moving into, and some messages for the end of April. I believe that new moon actually fell in your 5th house, which is your house of creativity and expression, self-expression. So that being said, that new moon in some ways for you is a new beginning creatively, and how you express yourself, how you put yourself out there in the world. So, not in a 1st house way exactly, but in a more of a how you creatively express yourself. So, looking at what you are coming out of, we have the 4 of Pentacles reversed, which I see as you're coming at. This is so interesting, because following that you have the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. And I almost see it as though you're coming out of this time where you were struggling financially, or with work, definitely money problems for sure, and then coming into a beautiful balance place, a really beautiful harmonious place. And the 10 of Cups, it's like you really came out of that into a really beautiful, happy, fulfilling place. So you're actually coming out of a really happy chapter. That chapter ended on a pretty happy note is what it looks like. So coming out of that, moving forward, we've got the King of Cups. So either this is a water sign in your life who is really present right now. That would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Either that's a person or that's the energy that you're stepping into, which is sort of having your emotional shit together and being in a good place of being able to be there for the people in your life and nurture people emotionally, especially. With the 4 of Cups, this is sort of almost like a stuck in a rut card. Like, where do I move forward? how do I move forward from here? What do I do next? I'm bored. I'm not content in some way emotionally. And following that, the Ace of Swords. So I see some, towards the end of the month here, some clarity coming in, some new ideas, some new project even. And one of the cards, oh, if I not, okay. Yeah, sorry, the Seven of Pentacles fell on the floor. So I'm just like looking at that. Definitely like this new thing has to do with work. And please remember that I am reading for spoonies, people with chronic illness and stuff. Please remember that work does not have to be conventional. It can be just any work that you do in the world, even if that's just managing your symptoms and getting on all your doctor's appointments. There's some change coming there and some new project. I don't know, something new coming in. And with those coins, I feel like it has to do with some kind of work or something. Four of Swords is the way to this Ace of Swords, funnily enough. That's what I'm getting, which is meditation, rest, quiet time, finding so you can really tap into this Ace of Swords energy, that clarity, get that clarity. So that's good. Some messages that came up. We got the Knight of Wands, which is very Sagittarius, and also just things starting to move, swiftness, things moving fast. Nights are also often about travel, but definitely some action coming in. And we got the Page of Wands. Also messages coming in. Also young Sagittarian. For sure, the Page of Wands can be a young Sagittarian. Ace of Pentacles. You got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's some newness coming in. Some new project, some new opportunity. And with that fifth house lit up with that new moon, I would say perhaps a creative endeavor, perhaps something where you're using your creativity. So I'm just gonna pull some parting messages here for you. For Sagittarius, messages for Sagittarius for the end of April, please. Please be sure to let me know what this April has been like for you in the comments. I'm curious. Page of Pentacles. So again, there's a lot of Pentacle and Sword energy, and actually like what I consider two of the better swords, because even though the Four of Swords looks kind of rough, it looks kind of rough, but actually the message of this card is just to take a deep listen to yourself, and to clear your mind, and to pull yourself out of this Four of Cups feeling of kind of, you're not content maybe with some aspect of life, and with all this coin energy, I'm feeling that is regarding work, regarding money, regarding your home, the coin, all things in the realm of coins and coins or pentacles. Ace of Swords, you're coming into this new you're coming into this new project, this new, and also just the Ace of Swords. I love, I love that, especially coming out of the Four of Cups. It's like, oh, it's like your brain waking up. It's like clarity. The clouds are lifted, you know, and you see a way forward, and you can see the opportunities that are there. So I think that's nice. Alright, Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. Give me a parting message for the rest of April. Queen of Cups. Okay, so nurturing yourself emotionally is important. That's the message I'm getting there. Also, I think water signs are your friends right now. I think water signs can help you work through your feelings, maybe, if you've got some good water sign friends. We also got the King of Cups in there, so some water energy. Okay, so King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So the message I'm getting here is, you know, I see some collaboration. I'm feeling collaboration. And the King of Pentacles, I almost feel like that's you. Like, that's you coming into, you know, a really good place with this material stuff. Whether it's work, whether it's something you've been working on with your house, whether it's your living situation in general, really anything in the coin realm, there's whatever it is that has been out of whack or out of balance is really turning around. You're stepping into this this next level of being on top of it all. So I think that's really good. Just keep in mind that Four of Swords, rest and recuperation, meditate, get your mind clear. That's coming, you know. I feel that. That Ace of Swords is really coming. That's really strong to me. That's what keeps glowing out of this whole reading to me. It keeps popping up. And that Ace of Swords, that clarity, that clear thought, that inspiration, and a new beginning, a new project, something new. I'm excited for you, Sagittarius. Let me know what it is. Let me know. Tell me. And we're going to talk soon. I'll see you at the next Aftermoon report. I like to do Aftermoon because as a spoonie, quite frankly, I get pretty flared up at new and full moons. So I like to do Aftermoon reports because it's nice to check in. There's lots of horoscopes out there for the new and full moon, but I like the little check-ins in between. So that's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. Please remember, I am not a fortune teller. I'm just reading the cards and the energy and feeling the messages that I'm getting from them. And I'm never gonna tell you your future. That's in your hands. I love you and have a beautiful rest of the April. And let me know what this changes. Let me know what happens. Bye-bye.